Have you ever watched someone command a room effortlessly and assumed they were born with unshakable confidence? What if I told you that nearly all successful people, from CEOs to performers, experience moments of self-doubt? The critical difference isn't that they never feel insecure, it's that they've mastered the art of acting confidently regardless of how they feel inside. Research shows that 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their careers. Even icons like Tom Hanks have admitted feeling like frauds. This reveals a profound truth. Confidence isn't about eliminating self-doubt completely, it's about developing the tools to move forward in spite of it. The techniques we'll explore today come from some groundbreaking books that have transformed our understanding of confidence. These methods are scientifically validated and used by elite performers, athletes, and business leaders worldwide. By the end, you'll have a complete toolkit to project authentic confidence in any situation, even when you're trembling inside. Some fascinating research from social psychologist Amy Cuddy, author of Presence, uncovered something astonishing about human psychology. Her famous study showed that participants who held power poses for just 2 minutes experienced significant hormonal changes. These poses, like standing tall with hands on hips, caused a 20% increase in testosterone and a 25% decrease in cortisol. The implications are profound. Our bodies don't just reflect our emotions, they actively create them. When you adopt confident body language, your brain receives signals that say "I am confident," and begins responding accordingly. What most people miss about this research is how the effects compound over time. Each time you practice confident posture or behavior, you're literally rewiring neural pathways in your brain. It's similar to how Olympic athletes use visualization techniques to create neural patterns of success. You can apply this by spending 2 minutes each morning standing confidently and visualizing yourself handling challenges with ease. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes, until one day you realize you're not faking it anymore, you've become it. Here's the game changer. You don't need to become a new person, just access the confident version already hiding inside you. Performance coach Todd Herman, author of The Alter Ego Effect, discovered something remarkable working with elite athletes. Many create alter egos to access peak performance states, like basketball legend Kobe Bryant became the Black Mamba on court. When we adopt an alter ego, we bypass our usual self-limiting beliefs and access different emotional and cognitive resources. Here's a powerful exercise you can try today. First, identify 3 situations where you typically lack confidence. Then, imagine how your most confident self would handle each scenario. Finally, write down their specific behaviors, speech patterns, and mindset. This mental rehearsal creates what psychologists call cognitive priming, preparing your brain to act differently in real situations. The key is to focus not on becoming someone else entirely, but on accessing the confident aspects of yourself that might normally stay hidden. Bo Bennett, author of Act As If, presents a counterintuitive truth about human motivation that changes everything. Most people wait to feel confident before acting, but this gets the sequence exactly backwards. In reality, action creates motivation, which then fuels more action, creating an upward spiral of confidence. This explains why simply going through the motions of confidence can actually make you feel more confident over time. Leadership and charisma expert Olivia Fox Cabin's research in her book, The Charisma Myth, shows how small behavioral adjustments create massive shifts in perception. For instance, lowering your vocal pitch slightly increases perceived authority, while pausing before speaking enhances your appearance of thoughtfulness. Maintaining warm eye contact builds instant connection with others. These techniques aren't about manipulation, they're tools to help your inner confidence shine through more effectively. The beauty of this approach is that it works both ways. Not only do others perceive you as more confident, but you actually begin to feel more confident as well. Psychologist Russ Harris, author of The Confidence Gap, makes a crucial distinction that changes how we approach confidence. He explains that confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite fear. Our brains are wired with a threat detection system that often mistakes social risks for physical danger, creating unnecessary anxiety in modern situations. This explains why we might feel terrified before public speaking, even though there's no real physical threat. Harris' acceptance and commitment therapy technique provides a practical framework for moving forward. First, accept your nervousness as normal rather than fighting it. Second, choose actions aligned with your values rather than your fears. Third, take small, manageable steps forward. For example, if you experience networking anxiety, start by simply making eye contact and smiling at one person. Then progress to offering a genuine compliment. Finally, try asking an open-ended question. Each small success builds evidence that you can handle discomfort, which naturally increases your confidence over time. Many people resist faking confidence because it feels inauthentic. However, Olivia Fox-Cabane offers a helpful reframe. When actors perform, we don't call them frauds, we admire their craft. Similarly, when you experiment with confident behaviors, you're not being fake. You're expanding your emotional range and developing new skills. You're trying on new behaviors, expanding your comfort zone gradually, and developing emotional flexibility. All signs of growth, not fraudulence. Amy Cuddy's follow-up research found something remarkable. People who practiced power poses began spontaneously using confident body language weeks later, without conscious effort. This demonstrates how the fake can become real through consistent repetition. The key is to view it as practice rather than pretense. Just as a musician practices scales before performing, you're practicing confident behaviors before they become second nature. True confidence isn't about never doubting yourself, it's about building the resilience to act despite doubts. Each small action creates evidence that you're capable, which fuels greater confidence in a positive feedback loop. The most successful people aren't those who never feel insecure, they're simply those who've learned to act confidently regardless of how they feel inside. Remember that every expert was once a beginner. The difference wasn't innate talent, but willingness to act before feeling ready. Now I'd love to hear which strategy resonates most with you. Leave a comment below on how you plan to apply these techniques. Your story might inspire someone else on their confidence journey. If you found this valuable, consider liking and sharing it with someone who could use this boost. Together, we can build a more confident world, one small action at a time. The journey to authentic confidence begins with a single step, and that step starts today. Thank you for watching.